Protests are happening as we speak across the country as part of a global day of action against Elon Musk and his Tesla empire. Organizers are stressing the demonstration should be peaceful. This group gathered outside a dealership in West London today, drawing attention to what they say or what they see as Musk's growing influence and threat to democracy. Today's protests also follow a series of violent acts against Tesla vehicles, dealerships, and charging stations. You're seeing some of that video there. ABC's Morgan Norwood is in New York City, where dozens are protesting right now. Morgan, what are people telling you there?
Yeah, dozens. I'm seeing hundreds. In fact, this protest, Phil, has grown exponentially in the past 2 to 3 minutes, with hundreds more protesters gathering in front of this Tesla dealership here in the meatpacking district. You know, you talked about what they're asking for, and their message here is simple. They just want to hit Elon Musk where it hurts, and for him, that's going to be his pockets. It's called Tesla Takedown. They want folks to sell off either their Tesla cars or sell off their Tesla stock altogether. But you can hear the chants. You can see some of the signs. I will tell you, this is being billed as a peaceful protest, and so far so good. It has been peaceful, but I do see several NYPD officers here standing by as a precaution, just to make sure that things don't sort of get out of hand. You also see the barricades as well. That's another level of precaution here. But the message, again, is simple. A lot of signs, a lot of demonstrations that we've seen just a few moments ago before you came to me, Phil. One woman was smashing a toy car, a toy Tesla, symbolizing what she wants to see done in terms of symbolically in terms of taking Tesla down, and sending a message to Elon Musk about the thousands of jobs that have been lost as a result of the DOGE cuts at the hands of the Trump administration and the Department of Government Efficiency. Now, again, we talked about how these protests are supposed to be peaceful. It's been in contrast to what we've seen nationwide with vandalism cases and authorities investigating 2 cases here in New York City, but then also seeing dozens of those cases across the country.
All right, Morgan Norwood from New York City. Morgan, thank you. I want to bring in Nicole Regalado. She is Vice President of Campaigns for UltraViolet, a nonprofit focused on gender justice and corporate accountability. Nicole, thank you for taking the time. Your group supports campaigns calling on people to divest from Elon Musk's companies. How do you gauge if a campaign like this is successful?
Thanks, Phil. And yes, UltraViolet is a national gender justice organization with a membership of about 1 million people in all states across the country. Look, we already know that exercising our First Amendment rights, these peaceful protests, UltraViolet's pledge that 30,000 people have taken to move their money away from Tesla and all of Elon Musk's companies, the global decline of Tesla's stock prices, all of those things combined are truly making waves. So much so that Donald Trump hosted a Tesla car commercial in front of the White House a few weeks ago. But look, you know, UltraViolet is an activist home for feminists and people who agree with feminist values. And we are proud to be in solidarity with the Tesla Takedown nonviolent protest movement to say that we won't be silenced while the administration attacks Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and guts our government agencies. We will not be going anywhere, and we will continue to voice our dissent peacefully in front of these dealerships and across the country. So for us, that's what today is about.
All right, Nicole, I want to ask you about this because it's very clear you're talking about peaceful protest. The FBI launched a task force targeting anti-Tesla attacks in the U.S., warning against what it calls domestic terrorism. How much do the violent protests that we've seen distract from the overall message of peaceful protesters?
Absolutely. Look, so again, Tesla Takedown is a nonviolent protest movement. It's led by everyday people exercising their First Amendment rights. These are courageous folks who have decided that they're not going to take Elon Musk's hostile government takeover lying down. And at UltraViolet, we are encouraging people to peacefully exercise, again, their First Amendment rights. The reality is, under this administration, Tesla trucks are more protected than doctors who provide reproductive health care. While the administration is busy protecting Tesla from peaceful protesters, it's refusing to protect doctors and other reproductive health care providers from harassment and violence. Just a few weeks ago, the administration announced that it would only enforce a federal law that's proven to keep reproductive health care providers safe only in extreme cases. And that's just completely unacceptable. That is not the country that we want to live in.
Nicole, quickly, before we go, I just have to ask you this. You've been seeing what's happening with ICE and the students on college campuses. You talk about the First Amendment. You've mentioned it 2 or 3 times. Are you concerned that anything you're doing could get you in trouble with the federal government?
Look, we are absolutely within our rights to stand up and say we disagree. Is there risk under this administration? I think that we've seen that there is risk in this administration to dissent, but that won't stop us. Again, our Constitution still stands, our First Amendment rights are there, and we will continue to exercise them. And again, these Tesla takedown protests are led by really courageous everyday people, and it does take courage to stand up and fight back in this moment. Right. And we at UltraViolet will back folks up.
Nicole Regalado. Nicole, thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate it.